What's going on YouTube tip for you guys? We're going to show you all some Warzone classes that I run. I know it's a little bit different from the videos I do post, but I want to go and show you all the type of classes that I do run in the Warzone. I think they give us a big advantage over other players, but just the way that we have this set up. I mean, if you get all your two other friends that you're playing with the same setup as these, I mean, you'll either be undetectable on the minimap or you'll be silent and they'll know where you're at, and it's just overall an advantage, I believe. there's only two specific classes that I actually are going to show you. The only two that I run, and I think I only need, let's get straight into it, I guess. The first class I have is my Ghost class. I know this class I don't call it until later on if I'm using my Overkill class, which I'll go and show you on a little bit. But more focused, I use the Semtex just because if I'm throwing a nade, I don't want them to throw it back at me. That would be crazy if like I just get finessed and they throw it back and I'll die. So I just strictly stick to Semtex. Oh my god, I can't even talk. And then the other tactical. The tactical is also a smoke grenade. I use a smoke grenade just because of the fact that, I mean, if we're in a stick situation and I'm the only one with a smoke grenade, I can just toss it out and then help my teammates run out of cover or get into cover. It's just different types of situations. I strongly suggest maybe one of y'all's teammates maybe run smoke, not all of y'all, because of course y'all want to have some stuns or go. Gas grenades is also a really good one. That's actually pretty strong in this game mode. So those are the two ones I run on both classes. Both classes I run smoke and Semtex just because I'm the smoke guy, I guess. Those are the ones I focus on. And then the perks classes that I have, for the first one, I have Cold-Blooded, Ghost, and Amped. Of course, Cold-Blooded, so anyone that's a thermal won't be able to see you. That's probably like a big one there because, of course, I mean, everyone in Warzone's been using thermals. That's like a that's probably like I guess you could say the meta. I'm not too sure, but Cold-Blooded, of course, you want to make sure that you don't use it. Of course, thermals won't be seen and stuff like that, so that's really good. Ghost is a good one to stop from UAVs. I know towards endgame, everyone has UAVs. That's probably the main focus they purchase. As soon as you get towards the smaller circle, you instantly want to call UAV and see who's strangling, who didn't get their ghost perk, and you can pick them off before, just to, of course, kill people, I guess. I don't know. And then I run Amped for this class. The only reason I run Amped is for my secondary, which I'm going to a little bit. Of course, Amped gives you the faster weapon swap, or also rocket launcher speed. I mean, that doesn't really matter, to be honest, but I'm more focused on the weapon swap just because of the fact that I use the magnums as my secondary. It's kind of an OP class, to be honest. Let me show it to you real quick. So I run the main attachments I really focus on is Snake Shot and Akimbo. This class is really nasty. I'll show you some clips right now of me getting kills with it. It's just like one pump. I mean, one hit with both of them at the same time will destroy all the armor. At least that's what I would think. I'm not really too sure, but I know that one double shot with the pistols and the Kimbo, and then again those instant down. So you could wipe squads with just one full magazine of these magnums. So that's all my strongest just use. I also use a lightweight trigger just, of course, just get the faster fire rate. I mean, of course, I want to shoot as fast as I can if they're all together or stuff like, you know what I mean? So that's what I want to stick to with. Lasers, I use a green laser. That's the only one I use this one just because if I'm running and I want to shoot really quick, the time it takes for me to stop running and shoot will be like lessened with this laser, I guess you could say. So I go ahead and use that one as well. And then the other 953 long, this, I don't know. To be honest with you, it looked better out of all three, to be completely honest with you. But that's the reason why I use the second magnum. This gun is nasty, honestly, like totally full disrespect in this game. I mean, it's probably either going to be nerfed, probably taken out of the game, to be honest, just because of how fast you can kill. But I mean, at the time it's allowed. I mean, hey, you can't beat it, join it. For the M4 classes, this M4 class that I use for both of my classes, this is just has a silencer, and overall, I mean, it's a very accurate gun. I use a monolithic suppressor on it out of the other ones because this is the only one that doesn't take damage away from the gun. I know lightweight charge takes a lot, doesn't take too much damage. Well, actually, no, none of them actually take damage away, but the ranges, of course, I mean, the ranges, it gives you extra range, of course, so that helps out like a lot, like tremendously, especially in the Warzone where you're shooting like meters and meters away. Of course, stock grenader, I mean, that's just more for towards like the damage of the range, take more damage, Commando 4 grip, just the regular attachments. But the one that you always for sure want to have is a 60 round mag. I don't know if you've ever seen any YouTubers or Twitch streamers are using the 60 round mags because, I mean, you need ammunition. If you only have a 30 round mag and you shoot one guy, you're gonna have to reload because you use the whole mag just to get him down. So you have to make sure you have 60 round mags to either eliminate more people or just have more ammo to just depend on. So this is the class we use for both of them. So this is the main focus. This thing's a beast. I mean, every now and then I guess you could take one of these attachments off and maybe go for the the fully loaded perk. This one starts with the max ammo. So if you do die and one of your homies buys the loadout, you could pick it up and boom, your max ammo instead of going around looking for ammo. That's probably one of the small ones if you really want to get that one, to be honest. I don't run any stock, I don't run any optic, but of course you can also add an optic, you take out one of these attachments. It's up to you, to be honest. I don't know which optic you want to use. It's all up to preference, to be honest. So that's my first class. Go on to the next class. To be honest, I keep saying to be honest a lot, don't I? Oh well. I use the X50, or sometimes I use the HDR, but it's the HDR. I'm still working on the attachments, so I haven't unlocked the monolithic suppressor yet. I think the monolithic that's a hard word to say, to be honest. The monolithic suppressor is probably the best suppressor out of all of the ones that they have here, just because of the fact that I think just increases the range, the damage range. I think that's all of them. Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah, and that's the one I use. I most focus on the 9-round mag, so instead of like having the chance to reload, like I know that you're gonna be shooting a lot of sniper bullets from the distance. So I mean, the less time you need to reload, the more you can be getting kills. So I kind of go for the 9-round mags. Rubberized gripped, I'm not too sure which one's up to your preference, to be honest. Like sprint to fire, I mean, you really don't need this because you're not gonna be running up to people with it. And you could probably use graduated grip tip if you really wanted to, but I just use them just for recoil. I guess, I don't know. To be honest with you, but I use thermal. I mean, thermal is a meta. Oh yeah, I guess you could say the meta. That everyone uses thermal. I mean, it's kind of like a must-have, especially in the distance when you really can't see with a regular scope. I mean, this can help you like really make them stand out with a thermal. Of course, if they're not running cold-blooded, but I do. This is actually a really good one to use thermal, and then you have, of course, I mean, factory barrel, all that stuff. What else can I tell you? That's it. I mean, you go back to perks. I run overkill. I mean, that's why you saw the secondary of the sniper. This is actually a good one to start off with. I mean, you get your first loadout drop in the game. It's good to choose this one, and then later on, if you find another one, maybe pick up the first class that I showed you with the magnums. Of course, I mean, it depends, but just don't do the other way around, because if you get the ghost class first, you get this one first, and you go into this one, it'll actually remove the ghost perk. But if you go with the overkill and you go towards the ghost perk, then you can go ahead and just have the ghost perk and have your overkill. If you want to get rid of the magnums, that's up to you. But towards end game, I mean, more than likely, if you're like in downtown area, if you're finding the last circles in downtown, I mean, you're most likely gonna want the magnums because it's supposed to be real close range. That's like towards end game, of course. Snipers, of course, if you're ending like in the hills or outside by lumber, those bigger places, of course you want the sniper rifle because they're probably just hiding in trees. So if you could just pick off and be annoying, I mean, best thing you could probably do, to be honest. Those are the two classes that I use 100%. I really don't switch through them. I mean, there's some clips here that I use. It's the sniper rifle. I mostly use the HDR, to be honest. I really don't use the AX50 that much, but I mean, they're both like insanely good sniper rifles. Dragunov, it's not really dependable because it's not as powerful as the two other snipers here. And plus, I think the HDR just has like a better feel to it when you shoot. I don't know. It's like very satisfying. AX50 is also really well though. I mean, then not bringing that down at all. What else? What can I show you? I mean, there's a lot of stuff I can tell you, but just the main focus is overkill and ghost. Right now, that's like the way to go. I mean, it's good to have ghost. Ghost is actually a really good party to have. You may at the end of the game, you for sure kind of want ghost. I mean, if you don't, it's kind of a risk, to be honest. But because you're actually at the end of the end game, people will call in either 3 UAVs in a row if they have enough money for it, and call a blackbird, and you're instant show. I'm not too sure if the blackbird, which is 3 UAVs, like surpasses ghost, which I don't think so. But I know for a fact that, I mean, ghost is a must. It's insanely good. What else? I mean, those are the two only classes that I use. I mean, you can always mix it up and stuff like that. Of course, add the M4 add the sight to the M4. Take off the thermal on the sniper rifle if you want. Magnum, you don't even have to have a secondary. If anything, this can be your main primary, but make sure you have a secondary as a ghost. Up to you. I mean, a lot of people like to also switch up the tactical with the heartbeat sensor towards the end game. Sometimes if they don't have, I believe it's ghost. I think I'm not sure which one it is, but. Or maybe not ghost, I'm not sure. The heartbeat sensor, you can see them through walls, so if you're really close range, you can just pull that up and just look at your little sensor thing, and then see if anyone's across the wall, and you just push them together as a team. I mean, it's just different things you can do. It's just very situational. I mean, if you have the upper hand with the extra equipment that you have, I mean, hey, you can get the dub. I mean, I've gotten like 5 games in a row wins with this. They're pretty insane, especially with these magnums. Like, they are powerful. You have so much confidence pushing into buildings. It's broken. It shouldn't even be allowed, like 100%. It shouldn't be allowed at all, because that is crazy. It's so good, and people are gonna hate you for it. If you're in game chat, you will hear people rage. I've heard it before. But yeah, those are my classes that I use. I only use these 2. I know it's not really a big variety. Every now and then I have other ones. Like I have regular HDRs here, but I mean, I know the growl, people are using the growl. I haven't really unlocked many attachments for it. I'm currently working on it, but the one I depend on is the M4. So the M4A1 is just a freaking beast of a gun. Like, it's just OP. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you like one down below and subscribe for more if y'all did enjoy it. I'm going the road to 100 subs. I'm really close, guys. I really appreciate it if you do hit that subscribe button at the bottom. It just lets me know that y'all are enjoying the content. I'm working on more videos, more Warzone videos, because right now, like recently, I'm having a blast on Warzone. So Warzone's been super fun. Like, it's crazy. I'm working on so many wins. Like, I'm just trying to like move on my wins, just have fun. And I'm still stuck in quarantine. Of course, I still have the online classes with my college, but I'm just, of course, going through that, and then, you know, just chilling at the house. But yeah, hope you enjoyed today's video. Like button below. Subscribe for more. I'll see y'all later. Peace out, guys. Actually, is there glare on my glasses? That's tough. Oh well. Peace.